Imagine a vast, windswept expanse. The Eurasian steppe stretches out before you. This is the domain of the Scythians. These formidable horse warriors dominated the landscape for centuries, from the 7th century BC to the 3rd century AD. They commanded respect and instilled fear, masters of their domain. The Scythians left an indelible mark on history. They were not simply fierce warriors, they were skilled artisans. Their intricate goldwork and captivating animal motifs continue to mesmerize us. Their equestrian skills were legendary. They were both a product and a force of the steppe, entwined with its rhythms and mysteries. Their story is one of survival, of adaptation and conquest. They forged an empire on horseback, challenged the great empires of their time, clashed with the Persians, the Greeks and the Macedonians, and left an undeniable legacy in their wake. Join us as we journey back in time to explore the fascinating world of the Scythians. We will uncover their origins, lifestyle, and impact on the ancient world. We will delve into their artistry, military prowess, and cultural significance. Let the adventure begin. The origins of the Scythians are shrouded in mystery. They left no written records of their own. We piece together their story from fragments, relying on the accounts of their enemies. The Greeks, Assyrians, and Persians wrote about them. Archaeologists painstakingly uncover their past. Ancient sources often depict the Scythians as barbarians, a common perspective of settled civilizations towards nomadic people. However, archaeological evidence paints a more nuanced picture. They were far from unsophisticated. They were highly organized and had a rich culture. Genetic studies and linguistic analysis suggest that they originated in Central Asia, migrating westward around the 8th century BC, eventually settling in the Pontic-Caspian steppe. This vast region spans from Eastern Europe to Siberia. They were ideally suited to this environment. Their mastery of horses was key to their success. They were among the first to master mounted warfare, giving them a decisive edge in battle. They could cover vast distances and launch swift raids, becoming a force to be reckoned with. The Scythians were masters of their environment, thriving in the harsh conditions of the steppe. Their nomadic lifestyle revolved around horses and livestock. They moved their herds across the grasslands, following the best pastures. Their society was tribal and hierarchical. At the top were the royal Scythians, controlling the most territory and wealth. Below them were different classes of warriors and craftspeople, and at the bottom were slaves, often captured in raids. Family played a crucial role in their society. Women held a higher status than in many other ancient cultures. They could own property, and some even fought alongside men in battle. The Greek historian Herodotus wrote about the legendary Amazon warriors. Some scholars believe these women were inspired by the Scythians. Their nomadic lifestyle fostered a strong sense of community, relying on each other for survival. They developed a unique culture, a blend of practicality and artistry. They were both fierce warriors and skilled artisans. The Scythians were renowned for their craftsmanship, particularly skilled in working with gold. They adorned themselves and their horses with intricate jewelry and ornaments. These artifacts provide a glimpse into their beliefs and artistic sensibilities. Animal motifs feature prominently in their art, often depicting creatures they encountered on the steppe, such as stags, lions, eagles, and snakes. These animals held symbolic meaning, representing power, strength, and the natural world. The Scythians developed a distinctive style known as the animal style, characterized by its use of stylized animal forms, often intertwined in complex patterns. We see this in their jewelry, weapons, and other decorative objects. Their artistry wasn't limited to gold. They were also skilled in textiles, leatherwork, and woodworking. Sadly, many of these perishable materials have not survived. We rely on archaeological finds and depictions in other cultures to appreciate the full range of their craftsmanship. The Scythians were formidable warriors. Masters of mounted warfare, they were both terrifying and effective. Their tactics relied on speed, agility, and archery, making them adept at hit-and-run attacks. They could harass their enemies from a distance with the composite bow as their weapon of choice. This powerful and deadly weapon was used with deadly accuracy from horseback. In close combat, they also wielded swords, daggers, and battle axes. Masters of psychological warfare, they would often retreat from their enemies, giving the illusion of weakness, only to then launch surprise attacks, leaving their enemies confused and demoralized. Their military prowess brought them into conflict with some of the mightiest empires of their time. They fought the Persian Empire under Darius I, clashed with the Greeks on the northern shores of the Black Sea, and even challenged Alexander the Great. Their military legacy had a lasting impact on warfare in the ancient world. The Scythians were more than just warriors and artisans. They were also traders and cultural intermediaries, playing a vital role in the Silk Road. This vast trade network connected the East and West. Their nomadic lifestyle facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas. They transported silk, spices, and other luxury items from the East, trading them with the Greeks and other civilizations in the West. This cultural exchange left its mark on both sides. Their influence can be seen in the art and material culture of their neighbors. The Greeks, Persians, and other cultures adopted elements of Scythian style, particularly evident in their metalwork and decorative motifs. The Scythians also left their mark on the mythology and literature of other cultures. The Greeks, for example, incorporated tales of Scythian warriors and Amazons into their own mythology, often portraying them as both fearsome and exotic. The legend of the Amazons, fierce warrior women, has captivated imaginations for centuries. These women warriors, often depicted on horseback and skilled in archery, have been the subject of art, literature, and myth. While their existence as an independent society is debated, their connection to the Scythians offers a compelling narrative. Greek historian Herodotus described the Amazons as living near the Scythians. He even wrote of intermingling and a hybrid race called the Sauromatians, where women continued to fight alongside men. This narrative, although likely embellished, points to the unique social structure of the Scythians. The Scythian women's role extended beyond the domestic sphere. They rode horses, hunted, and potentially participated in warfare. This active role within their society likely fueled the Greek perception of Amazonian parallels. While the Amazons may remain a subject of debate, the inspiration they drew from the lives of Scythian women underscores the cultural impact of these nomadic people. The Scythians challenged traditional gender roles of the ancient world, leaving their mark on history and imagination. The Scythian dominance of the Eurasian steppe began to decline in the 4th century BC. They faced pressure from new nomadic groups migrating from the east. The Sarmatians, a related but distinct group, gradually displaced them. By the 3rd century AD, the Scythian presence on the steppe had largely faded. They were assimilated into other nomadic groups. Their once vast empire dissolved into the annals of history. However, their legacy lived on. Their impact on the ancient world was undeniable. They challenged the great empires of their time. They left an indelible mark on the art, culture, and warfare. Their legacy continues to intrigue and inspire us today. Archaeological discoveries continue to shed light on their fascinating culture. Each new find brings us closer to understanding these enigmatic people. They remind us of the dynamism and interconnectedness of the ancient world. The Scythians may be gone, but they are far from forgotten. Their legacy lives on in modern culture. They continue to capture our imagination. Their art and aesthetics have inspired artists, designers, and filmmakers. We see their influence in fashion, jewelry, and even tattoos. Their distinctive animal style continues to resonate with its timeless beauty and symbolism. Their stories and legends continue to inspire writers and storytellers. They are often portrayed as noble savages. They represent freedom, courage, and a connection to the natural world. Their nomadic lifestyle, with its emphasis on horses and freedom, holds a certain romantic appeal. They represent a bygone era. It was a time when vast open spaces offered adventure and escape from the confines of civilization. The Scythians were much more than just fierce warriors who galloped across the Eurasian steppe. They were a complex and fascinating people. They left an indelible mark on history. Their legacy continues to resonate today. Their story reminds us that even the most powerful empires rise and fall, but their art, culture, and impact on the world remain. They serve as a reminder of the dynamism and interconnectedness of human history. The next time you envision the vast Eurasian steppe, remember the Scythians. Remember their thundering hooves, their shimmering gold, and their enduring legacy. The Scythians, forever etched in the tapestry of time.